Hello and welcome back to another video. So yesterday I built the Knight and Death Troopers battle pack set 7412 and I posted that. Today we are going to do an alternate MOC build. So I have the instructions up on my laptop to the left of me. I have my coffee. So yeah, as you can see from the design, it's a bit meh. And it's not lore accurate according to the Star Wars artwork, really. So what I did, as I briefly mentioned in yesterday's video, I went to rebrickable.com and I found myself a set of instructions for free. Not all of them are though, some of them do charge you a little bit depending on the complexity of the instructions and how long it took for them to come up with it. But yeah, if you go to rebrickable.com, you create an account and create a password, and then you have access to all these alternate builds. So yeah, this one is by somebody called Isobricks, and where did I, there it is. So yeah, it's set 75412 and it's MOC -223005. I'll put all those details in the description, and thank you to Isobricks for giving away his alternate build instructions on rebrickable.com. So yeah, right, let's reposition my laptop a little bit. Let's take the big bits out. So yeah. So I think the main difference with this MOC build compared to the original is that there's going to be a tail sticking out the back of here, and then these two back fins here are going to be put here and facing downwards, and that's according to the lore artwork, that is what it looks like, more so than what this looks like. So just got to make sure my laptop doesn't go idle and time out. Right. So apart from the repositioned fins and the tail, the actual body doesn't look that much different. Apart from on here, this is a 2 space. On the MOC design, there's only a space of 1. So it's a bit of a tighter squeeze to put the figures on, but they still fit. So yes, this is the first alternate MOC build that I've ever attempted. And really, I thought it would just be an excuse to make 2 videos out of 1 set, really. You know, doing the original build and then doing another one. So, hang on, have I done? So yeah, hopefully, depending on if I get Lego sets in the future where I would rather turn it into something a bit better, so in the future, do you know what I mean, I'll be using rebrickable.com a lot more. So yes, I mean, I'd heard about it, but I never thought I'd need, well, not need, but want to use it, to be honest. Usually I just build the sets and then, you know, leave them as they are and display them on the bookcase. But this time I just thought, I think Lego could have done a bit better. But this is the, you know, shows the genius levels of all the Lego builders out there. That they come up with all these little different builds. And to be honest, there's some bits left over. So even though this set says, what's it, 119 pieces, the MOC build only uses 88, I think. So yeah, there's a few left over. Which will go towards my spares collection, my bits and bobs. Got some Ziploc bags with loads of spares in. All the leftovers. And yes, I forgot to say, to be honest, once I've finished this build, you'll notice that there'll be a couple of bits left over in here, because I actually made a few alterations, additions to the MOC itself and put some extra bits on it, just to give it a little bit more partly because I wanted to hide some of the studs. So where is this bit? There it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's one of my spares. That's it. There it is. Right. I hope I got that on camera. That just flipped off and went, phew. Right. So you got to do 4 of those. Ooh. So these are the bits where the figures will sit, on that bit there. Right, so that's all 4 of them done. So, hang on, done that the wrong way around. So these all go on the sides there. Right. Ah, there it is. So that goes on the ends there. And then put the engine exhausts on. So you've got these sort of like ball socket joints. These will be the sort of fins go on. Right. Right. So those form the basis of the frame. So I hope you're all doing well, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Let us know in the comments what Lego sets you're building at the moment, or what Lego sets you plan to in the future. Right, so these bits, going them like that. And the other one forms the back of the cockpit. And now we start on the tail bit. So the other two ball joints. And that holds them all both in place. Got those nice little curved bits. Okay. So this now fits on the top of there. Oh, just check, I went a bit too far too quickly. Right, so that goes one over, like that. Sits on the top. Right, so we put the cockpit on next. So it just sits there like, it's not, yeah, it's alright. So yeah, that's the main body. And now, some rinse and repeat, because we have to do 4 of the same thing. And they've got holes on the back, so one of those will go into the ball joint. Right. So there's your 4 fins. And so, making sure that the small pieces are facing forward and down. So, and we put it in the top hole of the 2. Yep. Just take that off temporarily, because otherwise it's going to... Right, and then you put that up at an angle. You can sort out the angles properly later, right. And then yeah. So the fact that they point down underneath means they end up kind of becoming landing gear. So yeah. Let's put the pilot in, just for some context. Right. We have a pistol, which kind of a little bit awkwardly goes I don't know if that was intentional, but yeah. Oh, damn it. Right, so yeah, just there for convenience really, so I don't have to put it anywhere else. It's kind of giving me ornithopter vibes from June. I'm gonna have to adjust these. They don't quite look right, but yeah. Keep getting these out of joint. Right. Got the studs to go in the stud shooter. Things keep popping off. Right. So I think that's pretty much done. Let's have a look. scroll down. Yeah, that's it done. So as you can tell, there's a few little bits, because I actually test builded this yesterday just to see what it looked like, and these are the little bits that I decided to add on. So yeah, this is the MOC, right? And what I'm going to do is I've got an extra couple of little grill plates, so just so there's less studs on show, you know, a little bit more interesting, so it's not as plain. Yeah, got one of these little almost flat tile, and I'm going to put that on the top there, so that hides the studs there. Also, we've got two little studs on the top, on the front of the cockpit. I'm going to put a little semicircular flat tile, so it just gives it a little bit extra. And yeah, I forgot that piece. That should go on there. Right. And then, just so, because at the moment it sits and faces down at the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pegs in, some Technic pegs with some 1 studs. So look, there's a little Technic peg. And then I'm going to put the 1 stud over the end of the peg. And then so it gives it a little bit of lift at the back. Do the same the other side. And then there you go. So gives it a little bit of lift at the back. So when it's displayed, it's kind of like in a pose that it's sort of like, you know, a little bit elevated at the back, so it looks like it's kind of flying. But yeah, all it does is just lifts the edge. You've got that bit of clearance there with the, and that just sort of gives it an angle. But yeah, the last two little pieces, I'll take this off to show you. But yeah, we've got 2 little sort of studs there that could be filled. So I've got these little triangular pieces that can go sit there. So it just blocks out the studs. I may change, I don't know, let's have a look. See if it looks better up against rather than facing out. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you'd prefer to have that like that, or like that. So facing forward or facing back, I don't know. I think facing back. But you're welcome to put your opinions in. Right, so let's just take this off temporarily and do the same on the other side. So it just blocks off the dead stud, so you can't see it. Right. So yeah, I didn't think I'd be making my own alterations to the MOC, but just tiny little bits, just to, you know. So yeah, I added those 2 bits there. Added this piece across the top, this piece here, these little Technic pegs to elevate the back, and then these two pieces in here. So yeah, made my own alterations to the MOC. I think it looks really cool. I mean, the MOC design looks cool anyway, but just look the extra little bits. So it just shows you can't see the studs a bit, you know. Right, let's move that out of the way. Let's put the Death Trooper on the side. There we go. So, thank you very much for watching and joining me for this first journey into MOC building. Hopefully it won't be the last. But yeah, I am very pleased with how this turned out. Thank you very much, Isobricks and Rebrickable.com. All the details will be in the description, as I said before. But yeah, let me know what you think. It's definitely got more swooshability than the original, because you hold on to the tail and it's like pew pew. Right, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.